Hello, everyone that's out there. This is Scotty in North Carolina. I'm out here. It's like two o'clock in the morning. I'm on terrorist watch, guard duty. As we know, these racist terrorists around here have been burning down churches in the middle of the night, just like they used to do when terrorism was at its height in North Carolina, the Ku Klux Klan. And we know a lot of these terrorists is mad because the terrorist Dylan Storm got their flags and monuments under assault, and they real angry. So I'm tired of hearing about these black churches burning down when I'm sure y'all got some black men and women in those churches, members of that church, and y'all need to be guarding the church. I mean, how many more churches do they have to burn down before you recognize that you need to protect your property? All right? Don't be waiting on the police to protect your property. As we saw down there in Charleston, one of those cops just got fired for posting a picture of himself in some Confederate flag underwear. So they just as liable to burn down your church as some racist suspect out here. So we need to be on watch. So right now, that house that's over there, that is the house that my great aunt and great uncle used to live in, and now it's part of the church. If you could see the steeple over there in the background. And so I've been staying up ever since that terrorist attack, watching over this church. Make sure don't none of these people around here try to burn this church down, because no, it's not gonna happen. Locked and loaded, and I hope it don't never come to that, but if it do, I'm ready. We can't be dependent on people to be looking out for us. You see, President Obama don't care nothing about black life in this country, and y'all had to come to that realization. They gutted the terrorist, right-wing terrorist analyst unit in Homeland Security. They did that in 2010, and we got all them black people up there in Congress, and they ain't worth a damn. The president ain't worth a damn. Don't care about black life. He ain't even used the terrorism word. And y'all slapping hands and hemming and hollering because he sang Amazing Grace up in the church and put on his little Negro preacher performance. I'm tired of these proxies, man. I'm tired of these proxy racists, these tools of white supremacy. Now, I ain't got a problem. Let me put it this way. We have not had a problem with any of the white people that live around here. We got a neighbor that live across the street. Whenever he gets vegetables out his gardens, this white man, he bring us vegetables. So we ain't had no problems that I can recall since the 60s with the people who live around here. But I don't know, it's a bunch of trailer parks around here. And so I don't know who may be living in them trailer parks, and they might get inspired or get some ideas about coming up here messing with this church late at night. They might try to come up here late at night when they think people in the bed, because that's what they do. They come in the night because they freaking cowards. That's why they call night riders. So ain't no, it's just no excuse for black men especially not to be guarding their community. I don't even go to this church. I don't go to church, period. I don't practice organized religion, but this church is a part of my community, and I'm not going to let this church be burnt down or any property destroyed up here. We got a couple of cars up here because some of the members took the church van and they went on a trip somewhere. So we don't want nobody getting no ideas coming up here and trying to terrorize this community. And I live in Gaston County, and these terrorists around here, they getting mad cause people talking about getting rid of the monument to the Confederate racist soldiers which was made up of mostly about 1,500 poor white trash fighting for about 300 rich white men that lived in this area in the 1800s. And that's what's a trip about this, is that all of those people that's rallying around that flag, all of those people that is on the monuments, is they poor white trash, and their ancestors was poor white trash. And they ain't even own no slaves. They didn't own no enslaved Africans, but they just want, just like today, they hope to one day be rich. And so they hope to one day own some enslaved Africans so they could rape them and profit off their labor, but they didn't. Most of them, again, I think, 1,500 troops came out of Lincoln, Gaston County, and Cleveland County. Cleveland County is where they caught that racist terrorist Dylan Roof, who ran up in that church and killed those people. So again, Homeland Security ain't tracking these terrorists, so you better wake up and start protecting your community like we always, as black people, have survived behind these enemy lines by protecting our own. And all them white people that's down here in this county that want to force us to try to, we own property. We got property. Most of them live in trailer parks, live in projects, and shotgun mill houses that was built when the mill industry, cotton mill industry, was strong. Most of those mills have closed. And so, they ain't really paying no taxes except for, sales tax and stuff like that, but because they don't own no property. And so people who own property around here, we shouldn't have to subsidize these terrorist symbols on our public property that our taxes go to the upkeep of. And what's so hard about that to understand? I'm going to walk around here. It's probably going to get dark. Make sure ain't nobody snuck through, because there's a tree line there and it's trailer parks back there. So let me make sure ain't no terrorists hiding out behind here trying to do some evil. And this is what I've been doing for the past couple of nights. I've been staying up to about 5, 6 in the morning until people start getting up around here to make sure don't no terrorists come sneaking through trying to burn something down. Let me see if I could turn on my light. Where's that light on this thing? There it go. There we go. Make sure ain't no doggone terrorists out here trying to do like their ancestors used to do, still doing, obviously. And I just thank God for my uncles. I thank God for Robert F. Williams. Thank the Creator for the ancestors who set an example for me. I know a lot of black folks is scared and they want to pray to Jesus, but Jesus ain't got no angels out here. Scotty out here. And that ain't to dish on nobody's religion or nothing like that. But our people did not get free waiting on Jesus, because he didn't send down no angels to fight these terrorists. No black people did that, and white and other white people, they did that. And black Union soldiers, they came to North Carolina and they whooped some ass. And that's when after they got their ass whooped, that's when they started the Klan and became terrorists. All right, ain't nobody out here. Let me go back in the house. So, again, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, which, is across the river. They burnt the church down in Charlotte. Shot up a church in Richmond. Some terrorist was in Richmond, in Memphis, Tennessee. Shot in the building, people was in there. Another one had a machete in Richmond out there calling people niggers and stuff. Somebody should have put, man, let me be cool. Out there with a machete, somebody should have put a bullet in that terrorist head. Because that's what you do to terrorists. You put them down like the mad, ravenous dogs they are. Anyway, again, I hope I'm making this video to promote black self-defense. Be sitting around praying, talking about surrounding the church with angels. Ain't no angels out here. Now, come on. Y'all better start getting y'all members to patrol. And I don't mind coming out here, because this is my community. We've been here hundreds of years before it was a United States. See, they think all of us was enslaved. I don't come from no enslaved Africans, but you know what? That don't matter. The memorials and the monuments on public property celebrating the terrorists that wanted to help keep them enslaved. Nah. We can't let that get down. We can't let it go down like that. So this is Scotty Reed signing off.